Over it is 19. 14 centuries ago, in a desert, a sentence was set down that no one could explain. 6 words, 1 number, and then nothing. No context, no commentary, no key. For 1,400 years, it sat inside the text like a lock without a door. Then the computers arrived. To understand what was found, you must first understand what this book claims to be. Not a new religion. Not a break, a confirmation, the final link in a chain that had been running for thousands of years. Of the Torah, the author states, "Before this, the book of Moses provided guidance and mercy. This too, in Quranic. This too is a scripture that confirms, in Arabic, to warn those who transgressed and to give good news to the righteous of the gospel. Subsequent to them, we sent Jesus, the son of Mary, confirming the previous scripture, the Torah. We gave him the gospel, containing guidance and light, and to enlighten the righteous, and to enlighten insta. We have inspired you, as we inspired Noah and the prophets after him. And we inspired Abraham, Ismail, Isaac, Jacob, the patriarchs, Jesus, Job, Jonah, Aaron, and Solomon. And we gave David the Psalms, one message, one source, delivered again and again and again. And the creed itself is named. Say, God has proclaimed the truth. You shall follow Abraham's religion, monotheism. He never was an idolater. They said, you have to be Jewish or Christian to be guided. Say, we follow the religion of Abraham, the logmes theologias, monotheism. He never was an idol worshiper. O followers of the scripture, why do you argue about Abraham? When the Torah and the gospel were not revealed until after him? Do you not understand? This is the claim. Now, the proof. There is a verse that describes what would come. At the right time, we will produce for them a creature made of earthly materials, declaring that the people are not certain about our revelations. Made of earthly materials. Silicon, copper, sand, a machine that would testify about the text. And the address of that verse, chapter 27, verse 82, 2 plus 7 plus 8 plus 2, 19. They demanded a miracle in the prophet's own lifetime. The answer they received was not a miracle. It was an instruction to wait. They say, how come no miracle came down to him from his Lord? The future belongs to God. So wait, and I am waiting along with you. The miracle was not withheld. It was scheduled for an age that could read it, an age with machines, an age that counts. God took a covenant from the prophets, saying, I will give you the scripture and wisdom. Afterwards, a messenger will come to confirm all existing scriptures. You shall believe in him and support him. For the first time in history, we have a scripture with built-in proof of its own authorship, a superhuman mathematical composition. And here is what makes it dangerous to Indra's objective pieces waived. And here is what makes it dangerous to every objection ever raised. You can check it yourself. What follows requires no faith. it requires arithmetic. Every count refers to the original Arabic text. Every number can be verified by any reader, in any country, in any century. There are 19 of them. 1. The opening verse of the Quran, the Basmalah, consists of 19 Arabic letters. 2. The book contains 114 chapters. 114 is 19 dash times 6. 3. 6,234 numbered verses. 112 unnumbered Basmalahs. Total 6,346. 19 times 334. And its own digits, 6, 3, 4, 6, add to 19. 4. The Basmalah appears 114 times, but it is missing from chapter 9, and it appears twice in chapter 27. An error, the critics said. A flaw in the manuscript. Watch what that flaw does. 5. From the missing Basmalah to the extra Basmalah, there are precisely 19 chapters. 6. Add the numbers of those chapters, 9, 10, 11, all the way to 27. 342. 19 times 18, 7. And the number of words lying between those two Basmalahs of chapter 27, also 342. The same number, reached by a completely different road. 8. The famous first revelation, the very first words ever revealed, consists of 19 words. 9. And those 19 words are composed of 76 letters. 19 times 4. 10. Chapter 96, first in the chronological sequence, consists of 19 verses 11. And in the final arrangement of the book, that first chapter sits exactly atop the last 19 chapters. 12. It contains 304 Arabic letters. 19 times 16. 13. The last revelation, chapter 110, consists of 19 words. 14. And its opening verse consists of 19 letters. The first word in, the last word out, both sealed with the same number. 15. Scattered through the book are the Quranic initials, isolated letters that begin certain chapters and whose meaning has baffled scholars for 14 centuries. 14 different letters, forming 14 different sets, prefixing 29 chapters, 14 plus 29, 57, 19 times 3. 16. Add the numbers of all 29 initialed chapters, 822. Add the 14 sets of initials, 836. 19 times 44, 17. Between the first initialed chapter and the last, there are 38 uninitialed chapters, 19 times 2, 18, and between them lie 19 alternating sets of initialed and uninitialed chapters. The chapters are not merely numbered, they are arranged. 19. And finally, across the entire book, 30 different numbers are named, from 1 to 100,000. Add every one of them together, 162,146. 19 times 8,534. And then there is the word itself, The word God, Allah, appears throughout the text. Count every occurrence, every single one, across 114 chapters. 2,698, 19, times 142. Now take not the occurrences, but the verse numbers where they occur. Every one. Add them. 118,123. 19 times 6,217. Consider what this requires. No human being could have tracked 2,698 occurrences of a single word and the numbers of the verses in which they fall, and made both totals divisible by 19. Not in an age of ignorance, not without paper, without indexes, without machines, and not when the chapters and verses were revealed across 23 years. And not when the chapters and verses were revealed across 23 years, in scattered fragments, in different places, then assembled afterwards into an order entirely different from the order of their revelation. The pieces were cut apart in time, and they still fit, and this is only the beginning. Only the simple facts, the ones you can verify with your own hands, without a calculator. The system does not stop at the word God. It is vast. It is intricate. It is total. 19 is its common denominator, everywhere. So let us ask the only question that matters. Why numbers? Why would the author of a scripture choose to sign it? Not in words, not in words, but in arithmetic. Because human language is a local thing. It is born in one place and dies in another. It shifts under the tongue of every generation. It must be translated, and every translation loses something. It can be argued over, reinterpreted, corrupted, weaponized. Words depend on who is speaking and who is listening, and what century they happen to be standing in. A message written only in language is a message at the mercy of language. But number is not local. 19 is a prime number in Arabic. It is a prime number in English. It is a prime number in a language that has not yet been invented, on a world we have not yet found. 19 was prime before there was anyone to say the word. It will be prime after the last of us is gone. Mathematics does not require translation. It does not decay, does not edge. It cannot be argued with, and it cannot be corrupted, because it does not belong to us. We did not build it. We only walked into it and started taking notes. This is why mathematics is the language of God. It strikes clean through the linguistics of human speech. Beneath grammar, beneath alphabet, beneath culture, beneath time. It is the one language that every mind that has ever reasoned or ever will reason is compelled to speak. The domain of numbers is the domain of absolute truth, not agreed truth, not inherited truth, not truth held by consensus or enforced by authority, truth that holds whether or not a single person believes it. And so, if a scripture is signed in that language, if its verses and its chapters and its letters and its words are locked into a single unbreakable ratio, then that scripture